Changpeng Zhao resigns from Binance and pleads guilty to supporting terrorist organizations. Binance fined $4 billion. Exchange forced to cease operations in the United States. The United States Department of the Treasury will intervene with Binance for the next 5 years. Binance users withdraw $1.2 billion from the exchange in just 24 hours. Are we witnessing the beginning of the end for the all-powerful Binance? In this documentary, we will chronologically show you all the events that had to unfold for Changpeng Zhao, the CEO of the world's largest exchange, to have to resign from his company. This dramatic story of Changpeng Zhao's resignation from Binance and how its former CEO has left Binance in check begins with an investigation by the United States Department of Justice into alleged illegalities within the exchange. On November 20, the United States Department of Justice was negotiating with Binance in an attempt to resolve its investigation against the company. The agreement would compel Binance to pay $4 billion in fine. In exchange, the company would be allowed to continue operating as long as it complies with U.S. laws. As part of the agreement, Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao would face the possibility of criminal charges as part of an investigation into alleged money laundering, bank fraud, and sanctions violations. But, as you will see below, this preliminary situation resulting from the Department of Justice's investigation will end up being very different and much more serious, as news later broke that Changpeng Zhao might step down as CEO of Binance as part of the agreement with the United States Department of Justice. According to a report from the Wall Street Journal, Changpeng Zhao pleaded guilty to charges related to the violation of anti-money laundering measures presented by the Department of Justice. It is also alleged that Changpeng Zhao operated an unregistered exchange and deceived investors by using a Switzerland-based fund owned by Changpeng Zhao to inflate trading volume on the Binance US platform. Regarding this last point, Changpeng Zhao states that the agreement obtained with the agency indicates that Binance did not use user funds or engage in any market manipulation. Up to this point, as you will see later, Chang thought. Really, from what is known so far, he is not telling any lies, but you will see how his criminal involvement goes beyond. The United States Department of Justice is joined by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, an entity that filed charges against Binance for offering cryptocurrency derivatives and futures sales without proper registration. The SEC, the entity that accused Changpeng Zhao and Binance of 13 charges for violating federal laws in June, does not participate in the $1 million agreement. As you can see in this war, the United States Department of Justice and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission of the United States are currently participating, while Gary Gensler's SEC, for now, remains silent without making any statements, although I'm sure this is not surprising to you. But what we want to convey with this message is that the SEC still has to speak up so new measures could come into play. And to control the narrative of his resignation, Changpeng Zhao shared in a tweet his decision to step down as CEO of Binance. In his message, Changpeng Zhao acknowledged the emotional difficulty of leaving the platform's leadership, but claimed it was the best for the community, the company, and himself. And I'll add this, if you're resigning from Binance, it's because you have no choice. You've been forced, and not doing so would put you in a situation you wouldn't want to see even in your worst nightmares. Admitting mistakes and taking responsibility. Changpeng Zhao emphasized that Binance is no longer a baby, and it's time to let it walk and run. He assured that the platform will continue to grow and stand out with the solid foundation it has built. Although honestly, I must say, in this type of circumstance, what else is this man going to say? Does anyone think he's going to tweet that he just ruined his company and that we should all start distrusting it? Of course not. He's going to send a message of prosperity, as expected. And in the same tweet, Changpeng Zhao also revealed that the new CEO of Binance will be Richard Teng. And if you're wondering, who the hell is this guy? Don't worry, I'll introduce you to him. Richard Teng. He is a corporate finance specialist with over 30 years of experience. His professional performance has led him to focus particularly on regulatory areas of the financial industry. Teng graduated in accounting from Nanyang Technological University, Singapore. Later, he received his master's in finance from the University of Western Australia and completed his formal academic training with a leadership program at the University of Pennsylvania, United States. According to the data provided by Teng himself, he held several leadership positions. For example, he led the company SGX Regulatory Group from 2007 to 2015. This worked in conjunction with the Monetary Authority of Singapore. His task was to formulate policies and regulatory frameworks in everything related to securities listing, trading, and clearing. He also participated in developing regulatory solutions for new products and services. Also led the Abu Dhabi Global Market Financial Center, was a member of the advisory board of the Singapore Blockchain Association, and served as an advisor to the Global FinTech Institute. And since August 2021, this finance and regulation specialist has been working for Binance. He started his career in the company led by Changpeng Zhao as the chief operating officer in Singapore and has held various positions since then. And until just a few hours ago, as you are now finding out, Teng was serving as the head of regional markets. And now, hold on tight to your seat because there are twists ahead. Since a few hours later, the United States Federal Court revealed the charges against Binance and Changpeng Zhao, which were 100% confidential until now, and you will soon understand why. But before that, if you find this documentary interesting, let me know in the comments. Also, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell so that YouTube notifies you of future publications. Well, the United States Federal Court stated that it sought to file charges against Binance and Changpeng Zhao under secrecy. This is because any potential guilty plea agreement with the exchange and the CEO, as well as regulatory agreements, would likely have a significant impact on the company, its customers, and the global cryptocurrency markets. Authorities accused Changpeng Zhao of a serious offense for not maintaining an effective anti-money laundering program at Binance, thereby violating banking secrecy laws. In essence, what the United States aims to achieve by releasing these confidential reports is to show the world who is in charge here, or in other words, who holds the upper hand. In addition to the recently revealed fines, the United States has more in store for Binance. They are not only forcing Binance to leave the United States, but they will also appoint a supervisor for 5 years, effectively intervening in Binance. The US Department of the Treasury will have access to Binance's records and systems during this time. A high-ranking US official stated that Binance allowed individuals associated with Hamas, the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, people in North Korea and other sanctioned jurisdictions, money launderers and malicious cyber actors to use its platform. Internal chats of Binance's CCO and others reportedly show that Binance acknowledged its platform was used for criminal activity, including terrorism financing, but chose to turn a blind eye, all in the name of profits. The consequences of greed are evident, as Binance and its leaders sought to deceive and indoctrinate employees and customers, creating a kind of cult with the premise of bypassing their own compliance controls to maximize corporate profits above all. Regarding the potential imprisonment of Changpeng Zhao, hours later, according to a New York Times report, he could face up to 18 months in prison, judging by federal sentencing guidelines. However, prosecutors may keep open the possibility of requesting a more severe sentence. Nevertheless, it was later confirmed that Changpeng Zhao would be able to post a $175 million bond and agree to return to the United States 14 days before his scheduled sentencing on February 23, 2024, which could possibly allow him to return to Dubai. If Changpeng Zhao fails to appear in court, it carries a fine of $250,000 and a maximum of 10 years in prison. With all that said, it seems that Changpeng Zhao might end up avoiding prison. Now, do you think this is fair? Leave your opinion in the comments. Also, if you're enjoying this documentary, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and click on the bell for future notifications. All these events are already causing serious repercussions for the Binance exchange. According to Defilama, Binance experienced withdrawals of $1.2 billion in just the last 24 hours. It's challenging to predict the full extent of these events on the future of the Binance company, as the SEC led by Gary Gensler has yet to make a statement. As you know, things work in a certain way in this world. Everything I've just presented has happened in the last 24 hours, meaning that new developments will likely emerge in the coming days. Don't miss the second chapter of this documentary that we will cover soon in the next few days. Have a good trading experience, and until next time.